finally being diverted Hills Road, which is one stop away from Liberty Canyon. I'm peering over because we're exiting right now. I don't see a small plane. Looks like it's a little further out. We've had a really tough time with traffic. Even the emergency lanes were just clogged up by cars trying to get off.
Plane crash, guys. Right on the 101 highway. This is the second time in like a week and a half. Not on the 101. The other one was survivable. They survived. But this one looks like they all died.
This plane was on fire. They said remarkably, the pilot was pulled out. No reports of any serious injuries. They say he was not being transported to the hospital. And surprisingly, they said there's no reports of the plane damaged any other cars on the freeway. So right now I'm looking at Lost Hills Road. There's maybe about 10 cars in front of me.
I don't know. Maybe somebody survived. I'm listening now. I just turned it on, folks.
At this point,
I'm just 5 miles away from this.
Yes.
Okay, so we just spoke to a CHP officer. Of course, he thinks that both sides of the 101 freeway are going to be shut down for hours, of course, because of the seriousness of today's crash. NTSB is going to have to be out there, the FAA. But he did say that northbound traffic is being diverted off Lost Hills, then to be able to get back on the northbound lane heading in that direction, you will be able to do that once you take the Lost Hills exit. But of course,
and
once
the plane, if you look at it, it's one of them all time.
That's when you're going to be able to get on the ground and start talking to people out there and gather more information.
Yeah, I mean, right now, a lot of anxious drivers, of course, we could hear some of them on their cell phones because we weren't moving for the longest time. But hopefully we'll get a little bit closer.
None of the fuselage really looks looks like most of the fuselage got destroyed.
Thank you so much, and that's a good reminder for those of you at home. We will be going
I mean, what kind of plane? I guess they have a plane club out here, so that could be the
3 p.m.
one of the plane clubs.
Divine,
kind of like California plane car club.
Game
they have a plane club.
The
they fly old planes.
Well, Skyfox overhead giving us a clear shot of this military vintage plane that went down in the center divide.
Who knows? Maybe it was a real plane from the freaking 40s. Never know, you know? They can tell you whatever they want, right? But it's probably just a...
Well, I do know something about it. The fact that I've seen them many, many times. And my son Eric is a pilot with the Condors, and I spoke to him briefly. He was heading out to the scene of this particular situation.
I lived right there in Agoura Hills in 1994. It crashed right next to where I lived in 1994.
A member of the Condors, and they fly these World War II airplanes, local parades and other activities around in this region. So he's actually heading out there. When I first saw the report, I concerned about it, obviously, and called him up and found out he was okay, but he was heading out there to render aid or assistance to the pilot. Apparently the pilot's not injured.
A trucker told me about this, guys.
So he was heading out there.
A trucker told me about it that was walking. He had to park his truck.
And the pilot survived. It's really a...
The pilot survived! Wow, Yahoo, man!
But the fact is, the damage to the airplane, but really no other damage and no injuries. So
awesome! No injuries. That's the second plane within 2 weeks that landed on the highway. Not this particular highway, but that survived.
What happens where
everyone survived.
And collides with cars, and we've seen that happen on occasion.
The police knew it was in Mayday, and they
the fact that you have no
blocked off the highway so the plane could try to land.
It was a retirement for the CHP public affairs officer for West Valley. A number of CHP.
That's what the trucker speculated.
And I just came off that
because they said they were blocking everything before the plane even came down.
It's kind of an unusual situation to take place. And then I look at the airplane, I see it's a German plane, the markings, and I said, oh my God, that's what my son flies out of the Condors at Van Nuys. So he does know this pilot. He said the pilot's fine. I guess he's spoken to him.
Oh my God, I can't believe the pilot is flying out of that.
Now, are most of these military planes housed at Van Nuys?
Well, they have a hangar at Van Nuys, and the Condors is a group of active retired, a lot of senior pilots that participate. They maintain the aircraft. They fly these at parades and local events in this region.
Okay, guys, I'm going to cut this video short. Just wanted to give you the update.